next guest as the Ivy League-educated model and runner-up on the third season of America's Next Top Model. Yaya DaCosta has since proved that she's anything but a runner-up, becoming a household name known for her roles as Andrea Freeman, a cutthroat prosecutor, Netflix's The Lincoln Lawyer. For 6 seasons, she portrayed April Sexton on NBC's Chicago Med, and in 2015, she played the title role in Lifetime's Whitney, the Angela Bassett-directed Whitney Houston biopic. Now, Yaya is starring in and executive producing Not My Family, the Monique Smith Story, a rip from the headlines Lifetime movie based on the memoir by Monique Smith, who endured an horrific childhood only to discover that her family wasn't actually hers. Take a look.
When I was a young woman, I discovered my entire identity was a lie. None of these people are my real family. I was kidnapped in the late 60s by my so-called lover.
It doesn't look like you were ever reported missing. What makes you so sure you were abducted?
According to all public records, I do not exist. I'd have to find the truth about our family.
I'm gonna go to my grave before I tell you anything.
I may never find the truth.
You have come too far to give up now.
Your family is right in front of you.
You can never know the emptiness that I feel.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Joining us in a daytime exclusive, please welcome to the show actress, executive producer, Yaya DaCosta. Amazing. Wow. You look so beautiful. Thank you for being here. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Have a seat. Okay. I am literally speechless right now. So, I don't even know where. So, did you pick this out last night?
I did not. A beautiful young designer, up and coming, reached out to me, Khalid Jackson, and I was just so excited to uplift her art. And I'm glad y'all like it.
I love it. You are a storyteller. You're an executive producer. Clearly, you wanted to tell a story in this moment. What is the story here?
Wow, thank you. That's such a big question. I feel like these days, when I step out, I have to step out feeling like who I want to become. Wow. And so she is regal. Yes. She is proud. She's dramatic. She's unapologetic. Yeah. She's creative, you know. She brings her ancestors with her wherever she goes, and it feels so good.
It feels so good to see. You know, it feels good to see you in this moment. It really does, and I love not only that you are starring in this movie about Monique Smith's life, that you are executive producing that. And people don't understand what a big deal that is to do that. I know that Monique's story really impacted you. She was taken or trafficked at just 1 year old, a baby. And you have said that her spirit of resilience is what drew you to this story.
Yes, her tenacity, her conviction, her following her intuition, knowing, never doubting that her family was out there looking for her. Never, giving up was never an option, you know? And I think that's so special, especially because it's not the story that we usually hear. And as she says, not all missing children are dead.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's the complexity of her story. She was sharing it on a tour across the country, discussing what happened to her. And she said at the time that no one would believe her. She knew she was missing, but no one listened to her. At one point, she said about the abduction, they grabbed the mouth and gasped, but they never said anything. They just left. That was my one signal in the midst of it all. They could have gotten me out, taken me to the authorities, but they didn't do anything. That was her talking about when she had bruises on her body and people were hesitant to do something.
Yes.
And so the idea that you are fighting for yourself, you are your own advocate. I could see why this attracted you, because so much of what we've seen with you, you've been your advocate. You have fought for yourself to be in these rooms that people didn't expect you in.
Wow.
Because, I mean, listen, real talk, people got to know you as a supermodel, but that wasn't the first choice. You always wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
And in some part, you became famous as a model, famous as a person on a reality show, but that wasn't your dream. Your dream somewhat got deferred by all of that excitement.
It didn't get deferred. It just became like a distraction for the public, right? Or people's perception, because at the time it was different, you know, 20 years ago. And so there was a stigma. It was new, you know, the concept of reality was new. I've had directors tell me when they found out about it at the rap party or on set from another actor, like, is this true that you were on this thing? And I was like, yeah. They're
But
like,
people now
huh.
understand that those are launch points for so many careers.
Oh, now
and you didn't allow it for it to be a
right.
distraction.
But just in the beginning, though, it created an insecurity to have a director say, if I had known, I would not have cast you.
Well,
that
look how
happened
wrong that
3
director is
times.
now. Well, that was the
happened
3
for
people
like
who did
3.
it. So, and I
Yeah.
don't want to rush past the story, but in truth, that was 20 years ago. 3 directors said that you couldn't do it. Those 3 were wrong, and look at you now. I mean,
They encouraged me. It was just that they were an example of like the difference between public perception and how the industry actually functioned. You know what I mean? And so I just was like dancing in the balance, you know, and just trying to stay focused on the next thing and what I
well,
wanted.
that focus led you to many phenomenal roles, including the Monique Smith film on Lifetime coming up. We'll talk much more about the movie and the impact it had on Yaya's life. We'll be right back.